What difference do you see in how the analytics is being leveraged when you started your career, and how analytics is being leveraged today in the business?
Well, when I started in my career, and I'm going to start with the circulation modeling, which is probably the first really analytical thing I did once I moved out of accounting. And so the idea here is in just for your listeners and who may not know how the magazine business works. Every subscription sold to a magazine is and every copy sold on a newsstand is supported by both your dollars and the advertising dollar. And the advertising dollars are sold against a promise, right? If you're a magazine like Cosmopolitan, you're going to say, I'm going to sell 3 million copies a month on average, and that's the rate you're going to pay on. And the advertising dollars are really worth more than the people dollars. So the trick to circulation modeling is to build a plan amongst all the sources of subscription that you can come up with, as well as your newsstand sales, to sell as close to that number without going under, right? I want to sell 3 million and one because if my goal is 3 million, because then every copy is supported by both people dollars and ad dollars. If I start to go above that, they're only supported by the people dollars. And if I'm selling it for $12 a year, meaning $1 an issue, it doesn't cover the cost of printing it, right? So I need those ad dollars to come with it. So with that basis, I would be working in all of these different sources where we would get people to subscribe. Whether it was direct mailing, sending postal mail to people's houses, the cards that fall out of magazines, utilizing third-party subscription agents to sell things, eventually the internet and all that. And we would model and then people who were already subscribing, would they renew or would they stop subscribing in order to build out a plan that was maybe 2 years out. Based on what we knew, plus the newsstand sales. As we're doing all that, when I started, most of it was done on green bar ledger paper, right? They were not really even heavy Excel users. I knew people. Who were utilizing. If we were utilizing Excel, it might have been Lotus 123, which was like the predecessor to Excel. If they were using that, I knew people in the space who were doing the math on an adding machine and then typing it into Lotus 123. Right. That's the level that we were at for a lot of people. And the value add that I brought was that I had a technical background. I'd had computers in my house. My dad was in the MIS world early on. I had been working with computers and VisiCalc and Lotus 123 from the time I was, in third grade. So, I was sort of a technical person in a non-technical world, even if I wasn't a coder.